starting off with how we're going to serve our friends and our guests, whether that is coffee service, tea service, baked goods, bagels, you name it, or you just want to use this as sort of like a landing place or do a candlescape in here. This is the 18-inch serving tray with the wraparound handles, and I'll show you a better vantage view in just a moment, but only order of this year. The price goes away at the end of the day. It's $28.98, nice and deep too, so a great depth here at 2.5 inches, but then 18 inches long and 8 inches across. It's K310513. I'll take you through your colors, starting off with summer shells. Oh, olive flutter, just kidding, starting with olive flutter. Then we have carved willow and mint. Here's lemons and palm. There is multi-critter and summer shells. I think that's it, yes? Okay, presentation is everything, and that's what Temp-tations is all about, but also functionality. Lisa Lasorte is joining us. She's the Vice President of Merchandising and Broadcasting at Temp-tations, and a good friend of us in the kitchen, and even when we just have this great hour together of all things Temp-tations. So good to see you.
Julia, it's so great to see you too. And I got to tell you, nothing makes me happier than looking at all of these summertime patterns on sale. But this piece is really special, and here's why. This is a great baker. It goes into the oven up to 500 degrees, in the microwave, the refrigerator, the freezer. Clean it in the dishwasher, but it's also a great serving tray. First of all, for those of you who have asked for longer than 13 by 9, this is 18 inches side by side. And here's those handles you were talking about, those wrap handles on the side. You're still getting that great 2.5-inch depth right there, so you can still do your pasta bakes and your lasagnas and all that kind of stuff. And then it is 8 inches side to side, so it's that bigger baker that you've been looking for. But it's like, just to leave it out, it's just absolutely stunning.
It's really beautiful. It really is.
Yes, it is.
And the fact that it's so functional, which I love. This is like what the ethos, really, the DNA of Temp-tations is all about. It's beautiful. Yes, 100%.
Yeah.
Things that we collect, starting our collections with the patterns and the colors and the seasonal looks, and lemons and palms, you know, it's my absolute favorite. But it's also a workhorse because it goes everywhere you need it to go. From the freezer to the fridge, in the oven, to the tablescape, and then in the dishwasher at the end of the day.
Yeah, that's exactly right. And there's a pattern and a color for everyone. Like, I tend to go towards the solids, Julia. So that carved willow mint just totally speaks my vibe. This is one of the ways I absolutely love it. I use it as kind of a snack station. Yeah, it's great to do like my lasagnas in here and my crumb cakes, things like that. But then when what am I going to put my little bags of chips, my little water bottles? I want to bring this out to the pool. I'm having people over. Everybody can help themselves. This is a great way to now display all my products. And I love how you have the fiber optic candles in there.
Yeah, I know. Look how pretty this is. These are coming up in just a moment. You could really create this gorgeous candlescape, if you will, a candle garden in here. That looks really, really pretty. But even if you're just bringing out the food that you cooked inside or on the barbecue with your ribs and your grilled peppers and your corn and serving your guests while you're dining al fresco. But think about first thing in the morning, right? You have your guests over, maybe for a holiday or a birthday or some sort of celebration. And they come downstairs and they see all of their sweet treats, their cookies and their crumb cakes and their loaf breads. Maybe you throw some just bagels in here and you do all the fixins for that. It's just absolutely beautiful, and it's big, 18 inches. You could really get a lot in there.
Look at that. A lot of you have been asking for these larger sizes. So a 13 by 9 was traditionally the largest baker we made. This is 18 by 8. So you can see, you know, it is a good 5 inches longer, so you can get a whole lot more in there. But, you know, this is about easy entertaining, like you said.
Right.
Temp-tations started 23 years ago by Tara Tesher under the concept of making just a better mousetrap. The fact that it's pretty and practical and it's so affordable, but it has all the functionality tucked in. That you want to keep something hotter longer, put it in here. Colder longer, put it in here. You just want a beautiful piece of artwork and just leave this out on your counter? That works too. So you do you, but wow, this is an amazing value for a nice big
$28.98. It's normally $36. It's the first day at this price, but the price goes up at the end of the day. Here are your summer shells. And I love that it's like painted inside and out. That is the most popular summer shells. Here's the lemons and palm. And then on QVC.com, I have a few more for you. Here is, I think that's multi-critter. That's multi-critter.
Mm-hmm.
That's all of Flutter, which is most limited. 220 remain there. And then there's that carved willow mint. So that is your only solid option. It's so gorgeous, but it is sculptural at the same time. Price goes away at the end of the day. It's K310513. What a great way to entertain with this. I love it.
Yeah.
All right.